Hey guys, welcome back, and today we are going to solve the problem delete node in a linked list. So we have a pretty long description here, so I'm just going to explain the problem. Basically, in this problem we are given a pointer to a node in a linked list, and we are only given a pointer to this node. We are not given a pointer to the head of the list. And we are asked to remove this node from the list. So normally what we would do, if we have a linked list with only next pointer, without a previous pointer, if we are asked to remove a certain element, let's say an element with a value of 5, what we would do is we would start iterating over the list from the beginning, and we would check the next value of the current pointer. So in the beginning, if we would point to the 4 right here, we would check if the next value is the value we want to remove. If yes, then we would change the next pointer of the current node to point to the next node. But in this case, we cannot do that because we are given a pointer to the current node. So we don't have access to the previous node and we have no way of getting it. So how could we solve this problem? Well, it's actually quite easy. Imagine if we want to delete this 5 right here. All you have to do, well, we don't care about which node we are deleting. We just want to remove this value from the list. And we want to get this target list. One thing we could do, and it would be very efficient, is actually delete the next node. What do I mean by that? Imagine if instead of this one right here, we would copy its value to the node that we are given and delete this node. So look how now we actually have our result. The new list is going to be the given list, the target list, sorry. And the reason it works is basically what we are doing is in order to remove the desired node, what we are doing is we are deleting its value, putting the value of the next node, and then after we did that, we are allowed to delete the next node. And this way we solve the problem. So now I will just code the problem very quickly, and I hope that was enough explanation. And the complexity is very simple. All we are doing is we are copying a value of one integer from the next node, and then we are changing the next pointer of the current node to point to the next node. So this is just going to be a constant time and also constant space. So the code is, as we said, all we are going to do is change the current node's value to all the next node's value and change the next pointer of the current node to be the next node. And this is actually all of the code, and it should work and also should be quite efficient. As you can see, it runs. And one more thing that I will point out is in Python, it doesn't really matter because you have a garbage collector. But in other languages, then once you delete a node, you would actually want to remove it from the memory. So what you would want to do is you want to delete the next node, right? Let's say next node. But now we don't have a pointer to the next node, so just first thing we would have to do is just keep the next node, and that is a little better than the last way. Again, in Python it doesn't really matter, but if you were coding in a language like C, then here you would have to free the space of that node. Yeah, it also works.